Okay, so before we begin, let's take a moment to please close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. For the next few moments, please breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in a lot of positivity and breathe out any toxins or unwanted feelings. Breathe in a lot of love, joy, and ease. And breathe out anything that could be blocking the flow of it. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then return to normal breathing. And in this space, please connect to masters, to higher frequencies, to healing angels and healing guides. Connecting to radical consciousness, your higher consciousness, and the prime resource energy. And with this connect, whenever you're ready, you may gently open your eyes. So today, guys, before I even start talking, I want to understand from you, what do you feel, or what is powerless feeling to you? Since the topic for today is group healing for being powerless, I want to understand what is being powerless to you firstly, so that I can also align myself to your needs. Okay, helplessness, okay. You can also unmute and talk, no problem. Not feeling confident, okay. Okay. What else?
Can't do any work, madam.
Can't do any work, okay. All right. Anyone else?
Self-doubt when you're doing something new. So yeah.
Self-doubt, okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. Anyone else wants to add something? Not able to correct the situation. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Okay. So I'm going to start off with telling you something, that we are extremely, extremely powerful beings. Very powerful. But somewhere we have lost touch with that power that we have. Because the power of our power is actually very, very scary and overwhelming even for us. And you know, there's this beautiful line, no, which says, with great power comes great responsibility, as to how to use that power. And a lot of us are somewhere at some subconscious level aware that we may not know or understand how to use this power. And so we play this game of being powerlessness or being powerless. Okay. Now, what is that power, firstly? When I am talking about power, I am talking about our power to make a difference to anything. Okay, I'm not even saying, oh, like the power to make a difference to a huge audience by workshops, awareness talks. No, the power to make a difference to even one life, the power to make a difference to even your own life, the power to improve your life, to power to improve someone else's life. And in metaphysics, we call that our potential. And when our potential is aligned to what we are supposed to be doing with that power, not with our human ego. Okay, so we have power and we use that power to help someone get promoted and the other one not get a promotion. Maybe, maybe not. Because maybe that power was used out of human ego or your human bias, and that may just backfire. So, what we end up doing is, because we are not really aware of how to use our full potential and full power, we choose to be, we have two responses. We either choose to be powerless, so we get into the victim mode, completely helpless, feeling that we are not good enough, we have no control over anything. We also get distracted by small things like some of the other challenges we attract, so that it further reiterates to us that, oh, see, we're so powerless. Situations just take over and we don't know what to do. Or you demonstrate pseudo power. Okay, there are lots of personalities, I'm sure, even in our lives that we are in touch with, and we see they are very powerful on the face of it. They portray a lot of power, they portray a lot of supremacy. But underlying that portrayal, or beneath that portrayal, is also a powerless person. And what that does to them is their pseudo power makes others get even more defensive in front of them. And that, anyway, as a result, makes them feel powerless. And so we keep getting stuck in this game of powerlessness, or pseudo power and powerlessness, and pseudo power and powerlessness. And we are oscillating between that completely. Because this power that we need to have a compulsive need to keep demonstrating sometimes is not the real power that we're talking about, because that is limited. And that, more often than not, also comes from a space of attachment, a space of fear, a space of void. The power I am talking about to tap into is that which is sanctioned by the masters, which we are guided to use, which we are meant to use to make a difference. Now, that power or that potential can be anything, guys. It can be your power to make someone smile. It can be your power and ability to give someone your time. It can be your power to cook amazing food. It can be your power to create buildings from nothing. It could be your power to make someone else feel good. It can be anything. But when that potential or that power is aligned to what the higher consciousness wants, and there is absolutely no attachment to it. So tomorrow, if no message comes to you, or if no intuitive message comes to you, you don't get attached and you don't get fearful. That is when you are truly aligned to the divine power. And all these games that we play of powerlessness and pseudo power begin to go away. or begin to reduce or fade. So today, my proposal to you is that all these tags that we give ourselves about being powerless, about having self-doubt, about having not being able to do a particular work, or feeling helpless in controlling a situation, what I am proposing is that we do this as a defense, because we are actually very scared to tap into our full potential. How does it feel when I say that? What's happening? Does that resonate? Yes, okay. Yes, been nodding away. Okay, lovely. All right, yes. Okay, okay. So let's first work with all these feelings that come to us with being powerless. Okay, using R5. And then we'll take a moment to see if we can align to the higher power. All right, so let's begin. So I R5 my powerless feeling. I R5 my powerless feeling. I R5 my powerless feeling. I R5 my need to feel powerless. 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 I R5 my helplessness. 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 I R5 my association of helplessness with growth. 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 I R5 my feeling of not being in control. I R5 my feeling of not being in control. I R5 my feeling of not being in control. I R5 my feeling of not being in control. I R5 my association of control with growth. 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 I R5 my confidence. I R5 my confidence. I R5 my confidence. I R5 my confidence. I R5 the feeling of not being good enough. I R5 the feeling of not being good enough. IR5, 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 my association of lack of self-worth with growth. IR5, my association of lack of self-worth with growth. IR5, my association of lack of self-worth with growth. IR5, my association of lack of self-worth with growth. IR5, my association of lack of self-worth with growth. IR5, my belief that I have to make compromises. IR5, my belief that I have to make compromises. IR5, my belief that I have to make compromises. IR5, my belief that I have to make compromises. IR5, my belief that I have to make compromises. IR5, my need to demonstrate power. 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 IR5, my need to defend myself. 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 IR5, unmet expectations. 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 IR5, my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential. IR5, my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential. IR5, my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential. IR5, my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential. IR5, my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential. IR5, fear of my potential. IR5, fear of my potential. IR5, fear of my potential. I R5 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 fear of consequences. 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 How are we feeling? What's happening? Sleepy, okay.
Can I speak?
Sure.
So I was feeling very calm, but the second last line, um, now I'm forgetting what was the line.
I
I
felt
started,
my need to create challenges to avoid tapping into my potential.
no, after that,
Mm,
to
mm,
feel potential something,
sorry, which one?
to feel my potential, my,
Yeah, I R5 my need to create challenges to my fear of potential.
yeah, my fear
Hmm.
of potential.
Hmm.
So it's like it was liberating, but at the same time, giving a lot of sensation in the entire chest area. It's like, when you are, it's like if I'm trying to climb a summit
Hmm.
and I'm about climbing it and I don't know whether it will be good for me or bad for me. I've been dreaming for that all my life and now I'm about to do that.
Hmm.
And of I don't know, it's a mix, good, bad, both feeling.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that kind of started happening.
Yeah. Okay. So can we just say I R5 my unawareness of my highest potential? I R5 unawareness of my highest potential. I
Yeah.
R5. Yeah, feels better? Okay. So let's say it a little longer. I R5 unawareness of my highest potential. 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 Can we all just try and affirm I remain guided to my highest potential? I remain guided to my highest potential. Or I remain guided in my highest potential. 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 How does that feel? Feeling awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad. Others? Anything? Secure. Lovely. Liberation. Wow. Lovely messages, guys. Okay. Yes. So, what was it in a nutshell today? I know every time you come in for a Wednesday group healing, you expect it to be um, something else, and I throw a different curveball. But what was the takeaway from today? What would be One takeaway, anyone, any, or maybe more than one person wants to share.
For me, I think, yeah, because as I said initially, also that self doubt keeps coming, and I've like after this, I was feeling so liberated, and I'm feeling that I'm ready, all set to take on the world. Like yeah, I can. That is the feeling that came to me for this.
Lovely. Yes, guys, because the thing is, this programming of powerlessness is actually being given to us so that we spend a lifetime trying to unravel our power and try to keep finding it and then align it to what we are and how we are meant to use that power with wisdom, with guidance for the higher plan. Because when we drop into the earth consciousness, we are not very, we might have intelligence, we might have knowledge also, but we may not always have the wisdom of understanding the larger plan of how we are meant to utilize our potential and power, which is why the programming of powerlessness, and which is why the step by step, bit by bit discovery of power starts. It's not a punishment, it's actually a game because we in itself don't feel ready to use our power. Now, the hallmark of that or the solution to that is ask for the guidance as to what am I supposed to do with my power, my potential, and do just that. The need to demonstrate, the need to prove, the need to, the desire to use power, that's all human. That's from the I, the human I. But the willingness to oblige when you need to use it, as and when you need to use it, that is liberating. Because till then you can relax. Till then you don't have any game to play. For me, it was how wanting to be powerful often makes me oblivious to my actual potential. Yes, okay. A feeling that maybe I can still do something about the situation. Yep. Take guidance. Sometimes the messages or the things that we feel are the ways to find solution in a situation may actually be counterproductive. Just Asha, be in that space constantly, be in a space of silence, be in a space of being aware of your breaths just going in and out, and in that space just wait for the guidance. Say, ask, what do I need to do now? Yes, from a space of surrender, from a space of detachment. And an excellent way to understand that if it is a guided message is that if you are completely detached to the outcome. So if it works, it's okay. If it doesn't, it's okay. Because that guided message will have very, very little emotional attachment or emotional charge in it. And this is a process. Spending time with yourself, 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day, guys, is very, very important if you want to just open out that channel to connect. And each one of us has been given the level of power we need. We all have our answers. This is an illusion or a mirage that gets created. So then we begin the seeking. Otherwise, we won't have any game to play.
So for me, for quite a long while, I was in this victim or rescuer mode for many years, I guess. And whatever power I felt back then was either out of, supremacy. There was no humbleness, and more out of, feeling the worthiness, but not in a good sense. But over a period of time, with my level 1 and R5, whatever I work on myself, the different perspectives are coming of life. And today, when I joined, I was already midway before, just before you started the affirmations. So I didn't know about the initial content, but the affirmation that they started, it was like I was sitting, stooping down, and soon my spine started straightening. And when you said that line, fear of power, it suddenly became, engulfing me. Oh, now if I achieve this, what will happen? I don't know what it was I was thinking I achieved. But then I told you, and the other two affirmations that you made us say, it was my spine was again erect and chin up and high. So yes, when we are connected with the divine consciousness, we are guided, and we don't need to then think anything. It just happens.
Lovely. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Puja. So yeah, the one, and another very beautiful pointer she brought us to notice is listen to your body. Your body will tell you whether this is for you or not. There is a certain discomfort that you feel when you do things out of a void, out of an attachment, out of a need to escape something. And there is a certain liberation, and that shows up obviously differently in different bodies. But you will know because it's your body. When you do things out of alignment, out of detachment, and out of a willingness to play your role. Okay. All right. So I think that's it from me for today. Once again, please let me know if you have any topic in mind for next Wednesday. You can message me. I'm also doing a session and awareness because it's PCOS month. I'm doing an awareness session on PCOS on 25th October. In case anyone wishes to join, you can message me separately for those details. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in. Means a lot. And all the best. See you all next Wednesday.